There's a very funny little video clip going around of Hasan Piker being very worried that the things he argues should happen to others might happen to him. And if you know the kind of things that Hasan Piker wants to have happen to other people, well, that is a chilling thought.
Owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them! Kill those motherfuckers! And murder those motherfuckers in the street! Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have property...
Like I said, that is indeed a chilling thought, but right here in this clip, he is wondering about whether or not the British government might try to ban him from entering Great Britain. A truly unjust and tyrannical decision, of course, as he is a journalist, you must understand. And why would the British government even want to ban him from entering the country? Let's have a gander, shall we?
The American Jewish Congress has compared what it is described as Piker's extreme far-left anti-Semitism with the far-right anti-Semitism of white supremacist influencer Nick Fuentes. The Home Office has been contacted for comment. I wonder if this will work, because UK is more cocked than Canada. Yeah, if it's up to Shabana Mahmood, Shabana Mahmood will be making the final decision.
So he's worried that his far-left anti-Semitism might see him banned from the country. Now, why would this even be a worry at all? Surely people are free to travel to Great Britain, right? False, of course. England is no longer a free country. Indeed, during the recent Tommy Robertson United the Kingdom rally, several far-right agitators were banned from entering the country because, well, they might speak against the government, and we can't have that in a democracy, now can we? That would be very silly-willy. And this was in turn enforced by the Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood of Birmingham. You may not enter the United Kingdom, Americans and others, because your far-right activism is not acceptable, says Shabana Mahmood. Anyways, this was a part of a speech made by Keir Starmer, where he declared quite confidently that he would ban far-right agitators from coming to Britain to speak at a nationalist march on Saturday. For some reason, the nationalists in England are upset. I cannot conceive of a reason why the nationalists in Britain might be upset with anything. As far as I've been told anyways, in the British Broadcasting Service, they're having perfectly nice and safe lives over there. This is nothing less than a battle for the soul of our nation, and I want to be crystal clear about how we will win, because we cannot win as a weaker version of Reform or the Greens, he said. We can only win as a stronger version of Labour, a mainstream party of power, not protest. So, the left-wing government is being clear about how they're going to win by not being weak, by being a government of power rather than protest. Oh boy, I feel like this is something I've touched upon rather recently, and the seemingly unavoidable proclivities of the left wing whenever they encounter crises to get a little bit aggressive with people. All I'm saying is, Britain, that the travel bans are one thing, and by the way as well, I do remember when it was in the news about Trump's travel bans and how terrible they were. No mention of this though. Even though, and I will point as well, an act of the Prime Minister specifically banning foreign journalists, for that is what they are if Hasan Piker is a journalist, and these most certainly are as well, from attending a nationalist rally in a country it's actually a rather extreme move. It's not exactly commonly acceptable to ban other people simply because they might give you a bad rep. That's trending towards, again, the usual solutions to inflammatory things that the left likes to apply. But okay then, why would they want to ban Hasan Piker then, of all people? And for anti-Semitism too? Isn't that just absolutely crazy? Who would ever accuse a good left-winger like Hasan Piker of anti-Semitism?
Let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my favorite flag?
Yeah.
Hezbollah. Look it up. Oh. I'm not even kidding. It's actually a dope flag.
I don't know flags.
It's this is
You know what? I'm gonna be brave.
Now, in case you don't know somehow, the flag of Hezbollah is this. Again, I see absolutely no reason why anyone would suggest that Hasan Piker, of all people, should be denied entry to a country because of anti-Semitism. Oh, God help me. The man is literally sitting there, incidentally, next to several of his LGBTQ allies within touching range of the pride flag, and goes, you know what my favorite flag is? The swastika one. You know, the red, white, and black one, except the Arabic version of it. They've even got the same Roman salutes and everything. You have to admire the balls on the man, if nothing else, but okay then, let me listen to a bit more.
I might be actually cooked. They might actually legitimately ban me from entering the country of UK, which is pretty crazy to think about. That's never happened to me. I could see this working. It would suck because I was really excited I was going to do South by Southwest. And then I was going to do this meetup with Giannis Varoufakis. I was going to actually meet up with a bunch of different people in the UK as well. It was like looking forward to it. Some guests that I won't reveal who have wanted to. Current Labour government is crazy.
Yeah, that's never happened to him before, because this is, of course, absolutely crazy, which, again, kind of demonstrates the usual privilege on display here. See, Hasan Piker is probably not legitimately afraid that he's going to be banned. He wants it to feel and sound as if he's legitimately worried that he's an edgy boy, he's a rebel, goddammit. He might be banned too from going to the United Kingdom. Hasan, you are literally one of the most privileged people on Earth. You violate more terms of service than virtually any other human being on a damn near daily basis. You said shit that, I mean, I'm nervous about putting up your original rant at the beginning of this YouTube video. God damn it. That alone might very well be enough to get me in some sort of trouble over it. And again, you will probably not indeed be banned by Shabana Mahmood from coming to Britain, even if indeed the accusation of anti-Semitism bears a heck of a lot more real-life weight when levied against you than I'm guessing pretty much any of the right-wing influencers that have been disinvited to the United Kingdom.
I wonder if this allows me to actually sue, because like England has like very different. I wouldn't be surprised because they banned a bunch of racists coming in for tomorrow's Tommy Robinson march. Yeah, except I'm not a fucking racist. So there's.
And there, of course, is the kicker. So can you sue England for not allowing you in? I think that would probably be a bit of a stretch, unless you're going to claim that you're going there for humanitarian aid, which with your $1 million house, I don't know, it's going to be a tough sell. I mean, you clearly managed to sell people on quite a lot of nonsense already. You are, after all, a socialist streamer who's a multi-millionaire, so I'm not doubting your ability to sell sand in the Sahara. You have clearly demonstrated an apt ability to do just that, but this one might be difficult even for Hasan Piker. And as for, well, not being a racist, may I remind you that you were, in fact, actually banned for racist commentary. So if this is the standard, if the standard that we are applying here is that racists may not travel to the United Kingdom, then, well, you might actually be banned as a racist. It's unlikely, however, as we both know that your racism is aimed, of course, towards the correct group of people. White people. Not to mention, of course, as well, if they really did want to ban you, they probably wouldn't use the racism card, but rather the whole, you know, championing terrorism thing, as that is actually legitimately a crime, and you have broadcasted actual literal terrorist propaganda on multiple occasions. And the very fact that you haven't been visited in the middle of the night by the CIA suggests either that they are writing you a check, or that you are, as again already mentioned, particularly privileged when it comes to things like this. So no, Hasan, you are not going to be barred from the United Kingdom. You are part of a privileged and highly special class of people with the correct politics. You are not being targeted by the actual literal United Kingdom's government. You are not being targeted by the Prime Minister specifically because of your political alignment. You, to put it rather bluntly, you're not a rebel. You are not an insurrectionist. You are not somebody rocking the boat. You are a champagne socialist, hoping and waiting for somebody else to eventually do what left-wingism always does, what Keir Starmer is currently looking longingly at right now. The only problem is he probably doesn't have the public support to actually move on with the next step of left-wingism. That, in all due likelihood, will be left up to the hoodlums in the streets instead. Though, considering the size of the Unite the Kingdom rallies and the rather limp-wristed response from the progressive elements of the United Kingdom last time, it doesn't look like that's going to work out very well either. In fact, a strong showing of nationalist power might just be one of the best ways to discourage the seemingly inevitable proclivity of the left wing for large-scale political violence. Hey, maybe the United Kingdom is actually on the right way, but still, we don't need to go through the rest of this. I just found this particular piece to be amusing, where you have the man who actually legitimately probably should be worried about being banned entry into most civilized countries, particularly by the standards that he himself puts forward, things like racism or antisemitism, for example, is under no threat of any of these things affecting him whatsoever, to the point where, I mean, he went to Cuba and allegedly violated a whole slew of the travel regulations to Cuba. No consequences. He airs actual terrorist propaganda regularly. No consequences. He stated out public that America deserved 9/11, etc., etc., etc. The worst he's ever received is a 2 or 3 day ban when he's going on vacation. I wonder if the left-wing rebels ever consider this, whether they ever look upon the world and think to themselves, okay, I seem to be in a position of incredible privilege, whereas my opposition appears to be hounded on every level, from corporations, from governments, from social medias to platforms, etc. How do they remain so popular? How am I the rebel, and yet all of the establishments are turned against my opposition? I don't think that thought ever occurs. It would require far too much in the way of, well, self-awareness. Still, it's funny to see, if nothing else. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.